Hey y'all, welcome back to the Laid-Back Homestead. I'm Crystal, and today I have more seeds. So I've done a few seed haul videos already, but keeping up with the tradition, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. Honestly, I placed so many seed orders this year that I don't even remember what I ordered. This one is from Baker's Creek. Yeah, let's see what's inside of here. I actually haven't opened it yet, despite it looking like I did. I did not. So let's see what we have. Okay. All right. Okay. As you can see, we're in my greenhouse again. Backdrop's constantly changing. Got some more things going to be planting out on our homestead property. So I'll have an update on that coming up soon. Let's get into some seeds. I'm gonna sort these, sorta. Okay, I got everything sorted. I have kind of a little bit of a mix here, so I'll just jump into it. Where I live, spring is mostly when we're planting out our tomatoes and peppers, which I also have videos where I went over all of the different tomato varieties I'm growing this year and pepper varieties I'm growing this year, at least all the ones I've started so far. So I can link those down below if you're interested in that. Now in this seed haul, I was kind of picking up different like odds and ends things. And I have here a carrot, Kyoto Red. It's a Japanese Kentucky sweet red type carrot. I've never grown a true red carrot before. I've grown kind of different colors. I've grown purple, kind of more rainbowy ones, even like orange and green toned ones, but I was intrigued when I saw this. So if this is something you've grown, let me know. And this is something that if I'm gonna grow it, I kind of have to get started on it. Lincoln peas. This is a shelling pea. If you live where it gets warm, like I do, then this is the pea for you. This pea performs amazingly, even when the temperatures get warmer here. We had a really weird winter so far. I have some of these planted out already in my yard, but I ran out. So I wanted to get a fresh batch going. But these will just produce, even when other pea varieties have quit on me. So I always go back to things that work well. And then this is new to me. It's the cauliflower, the Rober cauliflower. Very adaptable, productive variety from Poland. Produces perfect, large, tight 12-inch heads despite temperature fluctuations that would ruin most others. That's what drew me to this. Again, our springs and our winters can get hot quick. And I didn't really get a good cauliflower harvest this year. And it's not because of the weather. I, for whatever reason, didn't plant as many as I normally do. I ended up with much more broccoli out in my yards than cauliflower. So I said, you know what? We'll give this one a try. I may actually start some of these. We'll see. I may start some. I don't know how much winter we really have left here just because of how unseasonably warm it's been already. It's just one of those things. So the next little category that I really hadn't jumped into in any of my other seed haul videos was beans. I have tried a lot of beans in the past, a lot of bush beans. I have not had a whole lot of great success, even with some of the ones that people swear by. So I don't really know what's going on with that. It's like some years I get a great harvest and then some years I don't. So I'm always on the hunt for a really good, productive bean. Especially a green bean. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I write down everybody's suggestions. Every comment I get, I write it down and add it to my list for seeds to order in the future. But this one is the Nautica Dwarf. It says a tender and toothsome stringless bush green bean. Plants are reliable, productive, uniform, and most importantly, they produce delicious pods. So I think I was drawn to it because it was a dwarf, and I'm always trying to save space. especially if I'm growing in my greenhouse or even in my beds, because my beds are self-watering beds. They're not open to the ground. So there's a limited amount of soil. I'm always just trying to save space where I can. So I'm going to give these a go, and hopefully they will be delicious. Now this is a new to me variety. This is Tonkuro Edamame. It's a soybean type. I have been trying for years to grow edamame. One year I got enough of a harvest to steam, and me and one of my sons, we ate it as a snack, and it was awesome. It was so fun. But I have yet to be able to reproduce that experience again. So I'm also on the hunt for a productive soybean. Again, I'm open to any suggestions, you guys. I need to get this narrowed down. Now this one says ideal temp 65 degrees to 90. So that will be more of a summer, I should say late spring. If I'm being honest with myself, those temperatures will be here by May. So probably plant that out in April. And then this is not new to me, but I'm a sucker for anything with a backstory. It's the 1,500-year-old cave beans, and it's an ancient southwestern bean variety. It's a viable seed originally recovered from an archaeological site, productive and vigorous. I've had good luck with these. I grow them as a dry bean. That's how I harvest them. But these work well if you can get them established. Some years are better than others. Now, I did have specifically a melon seed haul video that was all about melons. It was like a variety pack of melons I got off of Amazon. But to add on to that, this one's called Crane. And this one actually was a free gift, it says on here. But I have been adding on a bunch of melons. It says it's a Crenshaw type melon, pale orange flesh. That is very sweet and fine flavored. Fruit is 4 pounds. I'm excited to give it a go. This, I'm hoping, will be the year of the melon and the soybeans and the green beans. And then this is one that I'm interested in growing. This is the Tahitian melon squash. I was drawn to this because it's basically a large butternut. Fruit is very large, to 40 pounds. So I'm going to give this a go. I deal with squash vine borers, and this is in the Muscata family. We'll see. We will see. I don't know. I'm hoping. I may grow one in my greenhouse just for extra protection, hopefully to get some sort of production out of that, just in case. Moving into my last category for this seed haul is flowers. I am really committed this year to flowers. I can't say that I've always been that way in the past, but last year I did really good. I ended up with like an 8-foot tall Cosmo, which was just a wonderful talking point. And so I decided, you know what, this year we're going to lean in a little bit more with flowers. And I have a whole separate flower seed haul video as well that, you know, from other places. This is a type of Celosia Asian garden. Celosias do really well here. They handle the heat, no problem. They kind of laugh in the face of the heat, if I'm being honest. This is another type of Celosia called Chinese wool flower. And it is an edible ornamental. Now, I've not grown these to eat in the past. It says the greens of this beautiful Celosia have been our favorite ingredient at the Baker Creek Test Kitchen. We love them tempura style on pizza and in salads. Okay, now I'm intrigued. Maybe I will eat the greens. We'll see. Marigolds, Kilimanjaro white. This is kind of a standard for me. I think I had tried to start all of my seeds of this variety last year and ran out, and I didn't get great germination. So I decided, you know what, if it works, it works. Let's go ahead and throw that into the mix. This I'm excited about is Bronze Dragon Snapdragon. Now, I have since fallen in love with snapdragons. They produce year-round here. All through the summer, through the heat, they've produced through freezes. I mean, I can't say enough about them. And so now I'm on the hunt to get every color I can get, because at this point, they've just been so beautiful. They just keep the yard looking so nice. And then this is a free seed, but I'm excited about it because I always start a bunch of zinnias, but this is the Persian carpet zinnia. It says stunning gold, red, chocolate, orange, and cream, many bicolors, 2 inches, double flowers. It's a dwarf 15-inch plants. So these are not going to get super big. These are not going to turn into an 8-foot Cosmo in your bed. So I kind of like that. An ideal temp 70 to 95 degrees. These will also produce all summer long. Zinnias handle the heat with no problem. They don't last as long into the cold. In fact, the first cold snap we got back in November just took them all out of the yard, whereas the snapdragons kept going. So this was just a smaller seed haul. I have several other videos on seed hauls from different places. So if you like that kind of stuff, I encourage you to check it out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're into gardening content, I encourage you to subscribe. And until next time, stay blessed.